Okay, so now we're here at the part where we want to decorate the cover, and of course this is, all of this is free reign, so you do whatever you would like to do it to your liking or taste, but there is no measurements for this part. It's just, you know, throw on what you think will look right. So I've gathered some things that I think will go well with this mini album, the theme of it and the colors and things that I like. So I think I'm going to use everything that's on this mat, or most of everything, and then some other things that are spread out throughout. So what I've done first is cut a piece of pattern paper, and this is cut at 6 by 4 5/8, and it's just the opposite side of, you know, the back side of that. I really wanted this black side. And then it's I embossed it with a honeycomb embossing folder by Quick Cuts, and it's this one here. So 2 embossing folder, honeycomb, and then that looks like that sewer top, I guess. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's a honeycomb shape. And so I'm going to use this for my binding on the side here. This is what I'm thinking. I will wrap it around here. Oops. I think I'm going to wrap it like this around the side binding. But first, I saw a while ago, like a year or so ago, somebody put some beading on their binding, and I like that. So they didn't do a tutorial or anything, but I'm going to try to mimic that. Because I think my son's moving furniture. So hopefully you guys don't hear that. So I'm going to try to mimic that. So I'm trying to get it in frame and look at the same time. So I think I'm going to crease it like just with my fingers, so I can know where to put the items. These are the Wild Orchid craft flowers and some handmade flowers that I made that I'm going to use. I made these out of the paper collection, this particular page. So I used some Wild Orchid craft stamens on the insides of all of these 4 flowers. And this one has a, this is just a ball, it's up real tight. So I used a I used my silhouette cameo, but I used a file that I got outside of the cameo, I believe. Yeah, these 2 are outside, and this is a cameo silhouette file. But at any rate, I made the flowers, and then I will give you all the codes for those flowers when we get to it. So first, yeah, I'm gonna just crease this a little bit. And the papers, when I did the embossing folder, it has kind of this white undertone underneath, so I really like that because it adds to the chalkboard effect that we have going on here. So I'm gonna move this out the way, you guys can see. So I've taken a liberty to go ahead of time and string some beads on just some regular white thread, or I don't know what that's called. One of my beads just came out, so let me just put it back in here. Where's the hole? That's what happens. I just pulled it right on out. This thing is so hard to find because of the way the bead is. It looks like broken glass. It's really a pretty bead, but can't find the hole. Okay, so I have just some white and glass and pearl beads on here. Excuse me. So I'm going to string those. I did 3 different strings. Let's try to pull this out without pulling them off. And I did, this one has 3 with the 1 turquoise in the middle, because I wanted to bring in one pop of color, and this is the same beading. So I am going to probably use my wet glue. Ooh, shouldn't have did that. Excuse me. So I don't know, I'm just trying to remember how she had it. I'm going to, yeah. So I'm going to use my hot glue gun and put a dot of glue on this border, and then put the bead down. And I'm going to need another glue stick, I see. Okay. So I'm going to do that for all of these. I'm just putting like a dot of glue on here. Trying to line it up. Try to line it up here. Put one right there and one right there. One of these are a little crooked, but it's okay. So that's that one. And then we'll do this one. I want them just like that. Let's see. Okay. Uh-oh. Stuck to my finger. Okay. Put this right here. And put that one right there. And just dot right there. Okay. That looks good. And then this last one, I'm trying to line it up with the one at the top there. Okay. Excuse me. Alright. Two more. Boom and boom. Okay, I have glue strings everywhere. So I'm just going to quickly take out my heat tool and give this a little tap. It's just a quick way to get rid of your unwanted glue strings instead of sitting there picking at them for 20 minutes. Okay. Alright, so let's see how that looks on here. Oh, I think that's adorable. Oh, it's so cute. Alright, so for the strings here, I'm going to tie them underneath. Where's the other one? 1, 2, 3. Ah! Did I pull this through? I'll be dang. It's the same one. Okay. Alright. Kind of want them to go straight. I don't want them to twist. So I'm going to tie them up one by one then. So that's all I'm doing is connecting the two strings together and I tie them in a knot. Not too tight because you don't want it to pull the top of your page here. So just enough so it can look like it's tied around the other end. Let's get the second one here. Dang it, I lost it. There it is. Okay. Tie it in a knot. And then this last one here. This looks so stinking cute. Love, love, love it. Jeez. Okay. Let's get rid of these extra pieces here. This one. And one more. Super cute. Oh, that's a wonky butt. Oh, that's the one from the beginning. I'm not going to pull it up. We'll leave it. Leave it. Leave it. So what I am going to do though is put some glue under the string and the knot so it can stay on there. Finger stuck. So it can stay still. Perfect. Alright, now we want to adhere it to the binding. And the best way for that, unfortunately, is the wet glue. Oh, I just messed up I just messed this up here. Let me glue this back on. Oh, jeez. Sorry. Grab this. This came loose. When I put this bottom down, when I put it face down, it bent. So, it's okay. All better. Okay. So, yeah, let's do the glue. I'm using this 3-in-1. I will do some hot glue too, but I just want to make sure that this base gets adhered really good. So I'm just going to put a lot of glue on here. Because I really want it nice and flat against this mini album, the base. Right. And just going to add, just for kicks and giggles, a little glue and hot glue in some spaces here. So I'll take my book. And then just try to get it on here nice and flush. Where's my bone folder? Okay. So I'm going to take my covers. This is the cover. These are going to be the covers for my front and back of the book. So I'm just going to add some adhesive using my ATG gun. These covers are cut at 5 3/4 by 4 5/8. So that's the front. Flip this over. Put this on the back. And that's going to cover that binding. They're the same width. So I wasn't too worried about that part of the binding. That embossed part. Nothing else is going back there besides the photo mat or this pattern paper. Unless, of course, I think of something later. So here's the front piece. Okay. Put this right on top here. Okay. Super cute. I'm loving it already. It's so cute. Look at that. It's so cute. Glue string. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, I have this frame. Comes like this. Comes from Michael's. The porcelain frames. I took off the easel stand and all the back in this turquoise color because it matches the collection perfectly. And what I have are these cute little cards that I had created a while ago, and I got the cut from a Cameo file. It was a print and cut, and I made cute little 4x4 note cards, have different saying on it, but it's written in chalkboard print and cut. So I had a card that had blessed on it, which is so perfect for, you know, encourage, inspire, do what makes you happy, shine on. Blessed was perfect, a perfect sentiment for the cover. So I'm going to place this. It won't fit this way. It'll fit, but everything is cut off. I don't really like that. So I'm going to angle it just a bit and get what I can in there. Just like angle it so I can get all of the word in there. I think that's super cute. I'm going to add some excuse me, I'm going to add some hot glue to my frame. Okay, and then I'm going to place it right on there. Okay, that's how it came out. Super cute. So I'm just going to cut off the extras that we see hanging outside the frame because of the way we positioned it. Well, there we go. It says blessed. It's like, I love it. So that's gonna go right in the middle, right there. Looks perfect. So I'm gonna add some hot glue to the back. And a lot of it. I don't want this joker to fall off. Add it right to the center. Here we go. That's not going anywhere. So I'm going to just put that aside for a quick second. That mini album is heavy and sturdy. I love it. So these are the flowers I'm going to use, and like I said, I made these using the paper from Prima Optimist, and then some SVG files, and then I use Wild Orchid Craft stamens in the aqua color and the white color, which I don't have anymore. So the rest of the flowers I'm using are the 25 mixed pink, white, and pink and white curly wild roses, MKX-673, and those are these. I'm also using some cottage roses, and they're mixed pink, and they're QVR043, and they're 25 millimeter, and those are these. I'm using some mixed color miniature gardenias. They are MKX198. Beautiful. Love these. And those are the gardenias. Okay. And then I am using mixed color roses in the 15 millimeter. It's MKX-291. And these are the mixed color. And then I'm using the peach and the yellow. So what I'm going to do first is I have these sitting on here because I want to spray them with some glitter. Dropping stuff. I'm gonna grab another sheet of this paper. I can have some space here. So how I shimmer, I just want to add a bit of shimmer. I don't want to stickle this whole thing because it takes too long. It's just as bad as matting for me. So I use this Elmer's Craft Bond spray adhesive. And gosh, I really don't want to do this on my mat. So without covering it, I need to cover it. I know what I can do here. I'm going to grab some of this chipboard, and I'm just going to spray, lightly spray, so it doesn't spray on my mat or spray everywhere. Just dabs. That's it. Ooh. And that's it for that. So just give it a couple seconds. I'm going to sprinkle some of this Martha Stewart Crystal Fine glitter, and I just sprinkle it like flavoring a meal. Just give it some taps, let it go over everything like it's Christmas snow. Give it a light tap. Okay, and then and then I'm going to go over it with my heat tool. Just to, spray some of the glitter and kind of get it set in on the flower. I mean, not spray some of the glitter, but get the excess glitter that's floating around the flower that we don't want. Clean up any hot glue messes. Get a good adhesion, such and such. That's all I did. Tap it with the heat tool. Okay. And then I just turn it upside down and give it a quick tap. I didn't want a lot of shimmer. I just wanted it to touch it, you know. Just give it a sprinkle. Alright, I see that we're running out of charge as well, so I gotta finish this book. So I'm going to try to hurry up. The camera may shut off, but so sorry. So what was I doing? Okay, I'm just going to, I'll start by applying my appliques that I wanted to put down, just using some appliques from my stash. Okay, I'm just going to put a dab of glue right down there, then a dab of glue there, because I'm using two. Okay, just a little glue. And then I'm going to start with my homemade flowers. Put a dab of glue underneath. And I'll do this one. Hope you guys can see. I'm trying to go fast since the camera's flashing, so you can at least see some of the process. This part doesn't take me long. Just put that on there. Let it set. Okay, I'm gonna add these curly roses, but I'm gonna take this green part off. I don't like it. Open it up a little bit. Add some hot glue. And put her back there. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I do the same thing for one side that I do on the other. I trickily don't stray away from that method. Because I like everything to match. Okay. We'll get glue strings later. I want to make sure that these are secure. Okay, and I'm going to apply these cottage